Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stalker, Clear Sky. I'm Shadefire as always, and today we are in Lake Yantar. Last time we did a bunch of bullshit side missions, and did a lot of running around for people we don't care about. But today it's all plot. So this is the mobile field laboratory. It's not actually mobile, it's just called that because they dropped it in from a plane or whatever. And if you've played Shadow of Chernobyl, you'll be familiar with this area, since you also deal with the Brain Scorcher in that game. And this is Sakharov, or Professor Sakharov.
To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, I seldom see a new face here. So, what would you like to know?
So Sakharov is the head of the Scientist faction, which, as you can probably guess, is a bunch of scientists here to study the zone. They don't really have any enemies. They're one of the only factions in the zone that's officially supported by the Ukrainian military. So they're the only ones technically allowed to be here.
Yes, he visited us. He knew a great deal, far more than others. He even claimed to have been to the center of the zone. Naturally, I didn't really believe him, even though he showed me some photographs. We made a deal with him. He promised to conduct field testing on one of our promising experimental models, a psi emission blocker. And we promised to give him the final version in return. Strelok believed that the blocker would help him get through the Brain Scorcher. We gave him the prototype, and he went into the factory. That was the last we saw of Strelok and the prototype. We received some data via our satellite, but the signal has been lost. It looks like Strelok was hit by a powerful emission at the factory. If Strelok is in the factory, getting inside without a psi protection device is virtually impossible. We have been studying the psi emissions originating from the factory for years. They have a pronounced pulse nature. When they are in their low phase, people go into the factory relatively safely. However, we are unable to predict when the next emission will take place, so going inside is like playing Russian roulette. If you decide to follow Strelok into the factory, you will most likely end up with your brains melted like most of the zombies around here. There is something which I may be able to do for you, however. Some time ago, I was contacted by a group of stalkers who managed to come out of the factory alive. They came across a technical documentation archive in one of the buildings. Those documents could shed light on what the factory contains and help us uncover the source of such powerful psi emissions. Help me find those documents, and I'll help you get inside the factory.
So, like everybody else, he wants us to do something for him to tell us what we need to know.
The group went missing in the northwestern part of the facility. That area is full of zombies. I cannot send any stalkers who are guarding the perimeter, seeing as we're barely holding out against the attacks as it is. The SOS signal coming from there is still active, so please try to get the stalkers out if they're still alive. They have been giving us problems from the day this laboratory was set up. The walls are strong, but the howling and other racket from the outside is awfully disruptive. As you can imagine, carrying out research or even sleeping under these conditions is no easy task. On top of that, sometimes we have to leave the bunker to collect samples. We spent a long time considering this issue. Regardless of how much effort the military expended on clearing out the facility, zombies would always come back. It all became clear when a former assistant of mine who went missing while taking measurements by the factory was discovered among the zombies. It's the psi field. Everyone who is affected by it loses his mind and turns into a zombie. This happens as a result of irreversible damage to the higher functioning of the human brain. Ergo, these creatures cease being human. They have no cognitive abilities, and so their behavior is the result of whatever remains of their purely animal instincts.
Also, their ability to use guns somehow remains.
Best wishes.
Anyhow, as I said, in Yantar, there is somebody who will buy artifacts for a lot. That's Sakharov. I guess because he's a scientist and he has government funding, he can afford to buy all these artifacts for nearly their full price. So you can see this one's worth 6,000, he's giving us 48. Anyone else would probably give us about 3,600 for it. So we're just going to sell off all our artifacts, except of course our weight-reducing one that we've been carrying around forever. Or weight-increasing, rather. Everything else must go. And this... Oh! I didn't even realize this is what we picked up. I ran through a chemical field on the way here. And I guess I picked up one of the artifacts we need. This will allow us to use our other artifact. Alright, we'll sell the rest, which you can see, 22,000. Suddenly we're loaded. However, we're almost out of ammo for our primary weapons, so we're gonna pick up a whole bunch of these armor-piercing rounds. Okay, well maybe that's a bit much. That should be about enough, 480. And also some... Does he have any? No, he doesn't. Just gonna pick up some ammo for our pistol, which we haven't really been able to use for a while. But he doesn't have any. He does, however, have sniper rifle rounds, which I don't remember him selling, but okay. Something to keep in mind if we ever get a sniper rifle. Alright, he doesn't have a stash here. I thought there was a stash box in this little room here. But there isn't, so we'll just have to dump all our crap on the ground for now. Since it's weighing us down. We'll just pick this shit up later. Actually, we don't even need to do that. If we equip our artifact here, which gives us -4 radiation, and our other artifact that gives us +3 radiation, we can now carry a total of 95 kilograms. Which, including the upgrades from our vests, means we're carrying way more than the standard. So we'll actually pick all the shit back up except our shotgun, which we just plain don't need. Alright, so I guess that mission ended while we were in there.
You
So
got
let's
something to say?
go check out what happened to these stalkers. And it looks like there's some more zombies coming in. Scientist camp is just constantly under attack. Alright, like I was saying before the zombies interrupted, there is a big chemical anomaly field here that I was hoping to get the artifact we are currently using. So I'm going to see if we can grab one of those, because there's actually a better one. The one we have right now is only -4 radiation. However, you have a chance of getting one out of here that gives you -6, meaning we wouldn't have to worry about getting radiated so much either. Okay, constantly getting melted. Oh, really? Another emission? Oh, no, wait, no. I forgot. That's just something that happens in Yantar. You'll get that little mini emission, everything will go yellow for a little bit, you'll hear those ghosty sounds, and then everything will go back to normal. It's just an effect of proximity to the Brain Scorcher up there. It's a lot of stash info we have from the zombies. Alright, that's not the one we were looking for, but that'll sell to Sakharov for a nice pile of cash. Now up here should be where the stalkers are. Which, according to our minimap, they're all dead, and we got a side dog now. Unlike the first side dog we fought, we can't just pick this one off from a distance. So we have to figure out which one is the real one. Oh, that one right there. Nope. Some of these are just tougher than others. The real side dog should be whichever one is not directly attacking us. Usually one will hang back and that will be a real one. Huh. I guess the real one decided to be ballsy today. Takes care of that. So, unsurprisingly, they're all dead. The worst part about that defending the scientist camp is you don't actually get paid for that like you do for most of the attacks. You just literally have to clear it out or else they won't let you in, they'll just lock the doors. Alright, so before we grab that, there's another one of these big artifact locations. This one's a burner. So we're going to try to grab that without getting set on fire. There's one right here. Yeah. Alright. Flame. Or an eye, actually. Flame is a smaller one than that. Which is also worth quite a bit of money. Okay, let's grab this PDA. As soon as we grab this, a bunch of zombies are going to spawn back there.
Killing me. I can't think straight. Ivan attacked us all of a sudden. The voices in my head. The damn psi mission. At least we managed to get the documents. All we need to do is get them to Sakharov. Crap, the dogs are on our trail. I don't want to. No. Oh, God.
So they were getting affected by their proximity to the psi mission, and then they got eaten by dogs before they could get turned into zombies. Looks like the stalkers are having some trouble with these zombies. Now, I tried a little bit of an experiment here. I actually spawned in a whole bunch of extra stalkers to defend this camp, and they still all died. I think they just don't have the right AI to utilize the cover here like we do. I say as I get shot a whole bunch. As you can see, right now, all of the loners defending this base are now dead. Which is a pain in the ass when we need to come back and talk to Sakharov. And there's a whole pile of zombies standing outside. Look at this guy, he's just trying to walk right in there. I even tried putting a sniper on the roof to cover them. However, as soon as I did that, the sniper sank through the ground. So this base is just indefensible. Oh good. Are they attacking again? No? Damn it, Sakharov. Base could really do with some automated sentry guns. This would solve this whole problem, since I doubt the zombies would be smart enough to deal with machines. There's a bunch of zombies up there, but they're not even attacking. Must be more on this side.
Welcome to our humble science lab.
Sakharov, you're talking to your computer. I'm over here. Yep.
Any luck?
I know you're a scientist and therefore probably socially awkward, but that's a bit ridiculous.
It's a shame about those young men. I truly hope their sacrifice was not in vain. Let's look at the documents. Very interesting. Some of my suspicions are proving accurate. No, this is positively interesting. Excellent. This provides answers to a multitude of questions, but we will need time to fully understand what is happening. In this instance, it would appear that we are dealing with a man-made device. These documents are a manual for the cooling system of that device, which is located in the underground part of the facility. Its power consumption is quite astounding. So, the picture is becoming clearer. It seems that these bursts of psi activity occur as a result of failure in the device's cooling system. If we could repair it, that would significantly reduce psi emission levels. I will need some time to consider this matter. So please proceed towards the facility and join Lefty and his group of stalkers. I should have more information for you while you're making your way there.
Alright, so now we're going to directly breach the factory where the man-made brain-melting machine exists. Let's pick up
Dearest
some
Lefty,
more ammo.
I have some new data. It appears that we should be able to stabilize the psi emissions. A young man is on his way, so please wait for him and further instructions.
Yes, Professor.
Look how much money
awaiting
we're
your
about to make.
instructions.
We have like 40,000. We are rolling in rubles. Alright, so I don't know where Lefty and his group came from, seeing as everyone was just dead a second ago.
Lefty, according to my data, the psi emissions are generated by an unidentified device located under the factory. The psi field is unstable because of a malfunction in that device's cooling station. Your objective is to restart the cooling system. I have sent all the information you require to your PTA. The diagram indicates 2 valves used to initiate the restart.
Oh,
You
geez.
must activate both valves. Get in position, and I'll inform you when psi emissions fall to a
Oh,
safe
no,
level.
no, no, nope. Hate those fucking anomalies. They're so hard to escape.
Professor, we are ready to start on your signal.
Okay, let's not run into that whirligig over there. This time, I actually bought a new armor for us, the Seva suit. You can see it is better in every way. It even has more bulletproof protection despite being a science suit. So we're gonna use that for this mission.
Howdy, Merc. During the operation, you do what I say when I say. Noted. Lefty, the psi field emission level is currently at its lowest. Please begin the operation. All our hopes and prayers are with you. Good luck. Let's move out.
You know, guys, it'd be a lot easier if we just clear them out before we jump over the wall into their firing range. Because this place is packed with zombies.
Clear, let's
Luckily, they're not very observant. Not sure where the stash is. It might be on the other side of the wall. It's nice to have everything not shooting just at us this time. You know, to have other fellow targets hanging out with us. Actually, did he have a... no. Another wall? Whatever shall we do? Alright, the easiest way to do this next part is to clear out all the zombies yourself before doing what Lefty says. Because there are quite a few of them just kind of shuffling around. Kinda wish we'd brought one of those Yantars we found off the dead guys. Sniping these guys off is the best way to do it. I'm not really worried about conserving ammo here because we've got a whole pile of it. Also, right now is the best time to search all of these stashes. Oh shit, can't go in there yet. The best time to search all the stashes you can get to because afterwards you're not really gonna have time to. Can't get near that area though because that's where the actual Scorcher is. Which I guess even its low phase we can't get too close to. Alright, there's a few artifacts in here we should be able to snag too. Shouldn't be too hard to get because it's just shock anomalies. Oh. Problem is it's right under this rock is the artifact. There we go. One, there's two stashes in here, and also another artifact. Now we've got the Siva suit, so we don't have to worry too much about anomaly damage anymore. This thing will soak up a lot of non-standard damage. But I mean, there's no reason to run into things if you don't have to. Also, the huge radiation protection on this means we won't have to worry about getting irradiated very much anymore. Since I believe this whole room, as you can see, is halfway full of radiation. So we'd be getting a lot of it right now if we had any other suit. But because we have an artifact that drains radiation constantly, and an extremely protective suit, it drains faster than it fills up right now. So we got some sniper rifle ammo and a whole bunch of converted sniper rifle ammo for a machine gun that we can't actually get yet. It's actually fairly peaceful in here now that all the zombies are dead. Nope, spoke too soon. As I said, zombies, not very observant. Half the time they won't even start shooting at you until you're already shooting at them, by which point they can't really do much. Now, where's this stash? Oh, there it is. And I think the last one we'll go for is just up here. Oh, bullets. Well, it didn't hurt very much. Now, you do actually come here in Shadow of Chernobyl, of course. However, it's a much, much more involved area since there's also the underground you have to go into. In this one, all we have to do is deal with the cooling system up here, and then we're done with this area. Since it isn't until Shadow of Chernobyl that the Brain Scorcher gets disabled. Whereas here, we're just weakening it. That was the worst stash ever, since it was just a pistol and 8 special 45 ACP hydro shock rounds. Oh, we fell off again. Oh well, it doesn't hurt very much. We have strong legs. Now let's continue with our mission. Okay guys, I killed everyone. It's safe now. You guys can come in and do your stuff.
I repeat, our objective is to fix the 2 valves in position and restart the cooling station. We need 2 of you at the valve and 2 of you with me. Merc, you get on the hangar roof and cover both squads.
Not sure what this guy's shooting at. Oh, of course. More zombies spawn now that we've actually started the mission. Still, clearing them out earlier means there's less than there would be, since they would be spawning and still be there.
We're in the hangar, fixing the valve in position. We're at the valve and ready to begin on your order. Good, you're in position. Now hold it.
And now we just have to kill a bunch of zombies and defend these guys.
We're in position. The roof is clear. Fixing the valve in position. Valve fixed in position. Initiate activation.
This part's pretty annoying since we literally just have to defend these guys from infinitely spawning zombies that come from multiple directions. It's literally just that stairwell, that door, and that stairwell over there that they keep coming from. I'm not sure why those guys can stand in the middle of the side field, but I guess they have those side protectors that they didn't bother to give us.
ублюдков! Наши! Кончай, гадов!
This is where I really wish I had a sniper rifle.
Хватай! Кладем их всех! Уноси, сволочей! Бей, ублюдков! Получи-ка! На, хватай! Выноси, сволочей!
Some of these zombies are pretty tough because they're wearing like exoskeletons and other high armor. I can only assume this is supposed to be a horrible, intense scene, but really, there's no danger to us. We're literally just sitting here waiting for those guys to hurry up and not die.
Guys, we didn't call it Strelok.
It's time for us to get out of here. You did it! My sensors show that excitation levels are falling. That means that the cooling station is stable. I very much hope that Yantar will become Thank you, Mark. By the way, I'm getting a decent signal from Strelok. It looks like he's not far from you, heading straight for the Red Forest.
Now we're expected to go straight to Red Forest from here, but we really need more ammo and to repair our shit before we do that. Actually, a lot of exoskeleton guys up here. For some reason, you can't, just strip off their exoskeleton and use it yourself. It's too bad, because it's one of the rarest armors, and most expensive armors in the game. And with the S.T.A.L.K.E.R gone, we can now search all of these stashes. Find them.
Don't break up! Wait! Thanks, everyone. Dismissed! Rock!
No, we're still taking side damage, aren't we? Not that much, but enough not to want to stand there for too long. Now that's all there really is for this episode. I mean, I'm just gonna cut here, go back to, I believe, well, Agripom, get our shit repaired, buy some more bullets, and then I'm gonna head back here to Yantar. So until then, I've been Shadefire, and I'll see you next time. Now, one thing I've heard about this area, but never actually explored myself, is that apparently, once the psi field is weakened enough for you to survive in, you can actually go through this gate here that they were never expecting you to go through and explore the whole unfinished area of the map over there. Let's try this. Okay, psi field is doing a little bit of damage, and we're through. They were, I guess, never expecting you to go back up here where all those dead stalkers are and, try to look around. Let's just take a quick tour of this unfinished area. Well, I guess it's not unfinished, since, that would imply that they were going to finish it so that you could see it. But no, this is all Well, that's interesting, actually, that there's a way over there. This leads back out. So, maybe they did intend for you to get here, or maybe that's just a place for zombie stalkers to spawn and then walk over the wall. No, just hit a really bad patch of radiation. Oh, there's another one. That's one weird thing, is some of the areas where you're outside of the map, you'll actually find deadly radiation like that, but in, like, one really specific spot, almost as if it was intentionally placed there. But you'd think if they didn't want you to get outside the map, they'd just make it all deadly radiation. So that even if you did manage to make your way out here, you'd die within seconds. Doesn't seem to be too much out here. Mostly just hills. That one little building back there I passed. That's just a little power station. I just want to see what's on top of these hills, because I believe this is past the edge of the map, so we should just see empty nothingness at a certain point. You can actually see the our mini-map is just fading into black as we reach the edge. And that's it there. The edge of the world. Oh, what? Why is there a URL in the void? I'm not sure. That might be actually a... that might be a Stalker complete thing. Somebody who worked on this part of the map put this here after they redid it. Also, there's this horrible orange edge down there. I don't know what that is. And here's the unfinished bits, I guess. Parts where they only put the walls... I mean, this is a common developer thing. You only put walls where people are going to see them to optimize, you know, resource usage. But what's this over here? This looks kind of interesting. This actually looks like an area you can get to. Normally. I mean, obviously we can get there since we just did it. Oh, well, that's interesting. So this is the path that leads to Red Forest, but we're on the other side. Normally you'd walk through this gate and it would ask you if you want to travel there, so there's no way to get past that without, you know, hitting yes. But we come from the other side, so if we walk here, it'll ask us if we want to go to Yantar, and then, you know, spit us out on the side we're supposed to be on. So that's kind of neat. I didn't realize that. So yeah, that's the unfinished area of Yantar.